Hello. This is Moshcraft, and this is Derp. Just wanted to give a little context for the video you're about to see. This is from a discussion we had with chat about design philosophy in Gwent and some of the cards in Price of Power. Just so you know, Gwent's a game I really enjoy, and even if I sometimes sound negative, it's just because we really love the game and we're passionate about it. We also know there's people who work very hard on things, and you should also keep in mind, I'm streaming on Twitch, I'm exaggerating and making content to make people laugh. And sometimes I get baited by chat. They say silly things just to get me riled up because they think it's funny. Anyway, enjoy. Yeah. Juju Unknown, you're 100% correct. The core cause of all these issues is hyperpolarization. As they've added new cards, they wanted to make the new cards exciting and interesting and more powerful, make you want to play them. And if we look at, you know, cards that were released like in this expansion. Price of Power. Look at these cracked ass cards. How much does this play for? Like infinity. Okay? If this makes an extra alumni or two, or this actually lets you get your students up to a number. Like this card plays for infinity. This card literally single-handedly wins games. Same for this. Even right now in Warriors, I can play Fukusia for 4. Res of Vabiorn, that's 2. The Vabiorn can play Blood Eagle, right? That's like 5 or 6, depending on how many, whatever. So that's 4, 2, 6. So now we're at 12. The Blood Eagle can then play a Clash. Okay, can't play Clash of Clans, whatever. The Vabiorn can play Clash of Clans, which is like 4, which reses a unit, which is another 4, and does 3 damage. Like, easily plays for 25 points in one turn. Like, not counting even the rain. It's just so stupid. And removes 2 engines and adds like 10 points on your side. This is a silly card. The game has become silly. This is also a cracked card, right? Like you said. But this card can steal the enemy's Ring of Favor or Veil Forts, or help you make 8 scenarios with practitioners. What the fuck? Rant and Root are also really strong, but they're hard to support. Artod. Come on. Do I need to say anything else? This card was cracked. This card can play itself plus this card. It's an assimilated engine plus this. So of course this will be really good. This card, you know, if it's not answered, it plays for a gazillion points. Same thing with this. This is not good. This card, I don't have to say anything. This card's been nerfed 3 times and it still plays for 20 plus points. This card's garbage. Like, look at all the problems with the game. Every single thing that you hate about the game today came in this one expansion. Look at it. There's Melusine. There's Ryogon. There's Rafar's Vengeance. There's Vanadane. There's Lydia. There's Berna. There's Fukusia. There's Artod. Truffle. How many patches has this been a problem? Gerhardt. Okay? And, like, look at these 2 cards. Alyssa. Letitia. Istrid. Even Witch's Sabbath is here. Kitty without Witch's Sabbath would be perfectly fine. There's Gurney, right? Piggies. These are a problem. Practitioners. Master of Puppets. Dolbuthana Whispers. You guys remember this when it was, like, in every deck? Teleport. Practice makes perfect. These fucking cards. Were alumni in this batch too? There's self-eaters. They were a huge problem before they got nerfed. Messenger of the Sea, alone. Yeah. Literally take out price of power. You know what? If we get to 300 subs, I will do a tournament that excludes price of power. I will organize a community tournament that has every card except the price of power cards. To be honest, you could easily fix the problem that you guys are talking about by making it so that cat, you see this value, boost self by 0? This value does not reset when the cat is rest. When it's decoyed, when it's renewed. So you could get rid of Witch's Sabbath and I would still decoy the kitty or renew it and it would be the same problem. I can still duplicate it with, you know, Raucous Queen. And so the problem isn't necessarily Sabbath. It's that, for example, Mandrake Root does not work on Gerhardt or alumni or Banart students. Did you guys know that? It works on everything else. It works on Melusine, but it does not work on Kitty's value. It sets the card to 4 power, but doesn't change this boost number. AQ should only consume cards with Death Wish. No. No, we don't need... Like, it's like the Caranthier thing all over again. Mamuna was broken in OP, and when you copied it, it was double the OP, so they nerfed Caranthier. If a card is so good that making 2 of it breaks the game, nerf the card. That card's a bad card. Right? Either eliminate all res, replay, and copy, which takes away a lot of gameplay mechanics. Like, do that across the board. Or make it so even if you do that to cards, it's okay. Like, are people renewing every card? No. They're only renewing toxic cards like Colgrip. Right? Renew is only used for Letitia or whatever. Some cheesy ass shit. So the problem is those cards. Hey, Voxagod. Thanks for the follow. Welcome to the stream. I don't understand how they make broken cards and act butthurt about it. Who acts butthurt about it? CDPR? I've never seen them act butthurt. About broken cards. I mean, broken about, like, they act butthurt about criticism? Eh. That's a subjective thing. But fundamentally, I think we as players often misdiagnose things. Like we focus on the symptom, not the cause, right? You know, Witch's Sabbath is a symptom. The cause isn't, or like Caranthier, right? Caranthier was in the game for years and it wasn't a problem. I was Caranthiering Living Armor all the time. It wasn't a problem. It was fun. You could Caranthier any unit. It was cool. It wasn't until they added these dumbass cracked units that play for 30, 40 points that Caranthier was a problem. And then what do? They nerf Caranthier. No, just stop making stupid ass, ridiculously OP cards. Because not only do they warp the power provision curve, not only do they make cards like Caranthier be busted in certain situations if you have this card in your hand and Caranthier at the same time in the same round, or cards like Sabbath. What they also do is make it incredibly punishing if you miss a part of your combo. How many games have you lost because you missed Fukusia? No, it doesn't need band-aids or surgery. It needs preventative medicine. It needs diet and exercise. If these cards go on a diet, the game would be better. Just nerf the OP cards. Then you don't have to nerf the fun mechanics. If alumni wasn't like didn't have the number built in, then PMP wouldn't be as broken. I think they like fun cards, Hurley. You know, like, but honestly, if you take out Price of Power, Cursed Toad was not a bad expansion. Like, look at here. Let me exit out of monsters. Look at Cursed Toad cards, right? Does this like this card was problematic, obviously. So and it got nerfed, and you're gonna have OP cards, but like these cards are pretty okay. None of these are like alumni or self-eater or Mamuna. Like, look at these cards. Do these cards seem busted to you? On their own? Some of them were problematic. What's FT? What's FT? Well, that's that deck. What are you talking about? What's FT, Flavio? Okay, well, maybe these are not like all good cards either. But my point is that like the recent cards being so strong and playing for a bazillion points is the problem. Mass Severe doesn't seem as bad. Forgotten Treasures. Oh, yeah. Well, no, because they, like, Erendite was bad for the game. Like, but I'm talking about post-balance. Like, you can nerf cards like Erendite and make them balanced. You can't nerf Fukusia. It's just a broken mechanic. Like, and this can play a Fukusia, so this is just a broken mechanic. No. Price of power. Everything that's wrong with the game today comes from price of power. Look at this. Mushy Truffle. How many patches has this card played for a gazillion points? Rafard's Vengeance. Tisea. Letitia. Like, Design. Melusine. Right? Fukusia. Artad. Simless. Vanadane. Alyssa. How many broken decks have these things cost? Self-Eater. Right? Harvest. Orbs. Like these 6 provision cards. Fundamentally, they were just fucking cracked. Like, look at these 4P cards that like let you replay or recreate a 6 provision card. Look at this 5 provision card that can play for for 27 points. 3 per turn on a 5 provision unit. Are you serious? Yeah, Piggy 2. And Piggy was like way worse at launch, right? Illusionist. How many problems have we had because of, like, sure, it wasn't OP. I'm not saying each of these cards were OP or used at the time, but fundamentally the design philosophy disrespect says fuck that. Fuck all that. Let's just throw all that out the door and let's see, like, just go wild with it. Just get fucking high. Just get fucking drunk. You know, they just did a bunch of lines of, they did Quaaludes and Coke, like in Wall Street Bets, and they just went to fucking town. And they were like, fuck provisions, fuck points, we'll just make cards that do cracked ass shit. This thing, oh, we'll just have it make waylays and have it spawn a Deadeye every time you play a waylay. Like, this just lets you, like, create a special or just steal a special from their graveyard. This thing plays for a gajillion points. This thing plays, like, this thing will just res any card. This thing will create any card, including the card that reses another card. Yeah, Alyssa. Let's just put, like, specials back in the deck. Why not? Who cares if they already used the Heatwave? Let's just let them use it again. And this, don't even get me started on one of my least favorite cards in all of Gwent. Yeah, Fukusia 30 points, Artad 40 points. Right? If Artad is Fukusia plus 10. This thing gave us practitioner spam. Have you guys seen the Nikar clip where somebody played like cultist scenario spam against him and got like 2,000 points? Because of this, and because of, wait for it. Where's practitioner? There it is. Like, I didn't have to check. I knew this dumbass card that lets you copy a gold 15 times would be in price of power. 5 provision card that lets you make 7 scenario. I don't care if it's not a good deck. I don't care if it only has a 20% win rate. 5p should not make 15p times 7. Basic fucking arithmetic was gutted during this patch. This patch is the patch that says fuck you numbers. Sure, 4 provision card that plays for a gajillion points. Yeah. Let's have a 4 provision card called Practice Makes Perfect that literally plays for 30 points. 30 point card, 30 point for 4. Fuck your math. The fundamental design and the system of Gwent is card cost provisions, and you play 1 per turn and you trade resources. That is the game. When you say this 4 provision, which is basically a free card, plays for 30 points, I don't give a shit about the setup. This disrespects the fundamental design of Gwent. That's what I have a problem with. And there are cards in the new expansion that do similar stuff too. Like when or redesigns they've done recently, right? When you have a 4 provision card, what's this failed experiment? When you have a 4 provision card that does what you needed previously morale or location do. Yeah, that's what we were just talking about, Harley. I've been playing lots of cultists. Cultists are underrated. They just take a while to figure out, and they play for literally a gazillion points in a long round. Yeah, Blightmakers. How many points did Blightmakers play for, or Mage Assassins? Like insanity, just an insane number of points. Especially consider the provision curve. It's like, it's a card that moves another card to the top and gives you points and can poison and can, like... Can I catch you up? I was saying that price of power was when they fundamentally started to disrespect math. Okay? They said the power provision curve does not matter, and in a card game that's designed around trading provisions and 1 card per turn, generally speaking, like that's just taking a fucking axe to the entire design philosophy. So when you have a card like Practice Makes Perfect, like I don't care about the setup. If this plays for 30 points for a 4 provision free card, it's fucking dumb. Truffle plays for a gazillion points. This is a card, like along with this thing, that lets you play scenario 17 times. A 5 provision card should not copy a gold 16 times. No, you can't. How do you fix a mechanic that lets you res another card from the graveyard and play it? Or a mechanic that lets you copy another player's gold card and replay it? How do you fix Chapter of Wizards, playing for a gajillion points? How do you fix the binary nature of this card? You either have an answer or you don't, and you fucking lose. What about Ryogon? You either have graveyard hate or you lose. Melusine? Vanadane? No one says it's good, dumbass. I swear to God. If you bring up win rate, I will bitch slap you out of here. I will make the price of Ban Flavio 1 channel point. We're talking about design. Design philosophy, not win rate. The win rate can change based on meta. The win rate can change based on tuning some numbers. But you can't fix a card that's fundamentally design broken. Like... When we're talking about a card like this, where either it plays for like 6 points or plays for literally 50 points, that's a problem. That's not a numbers tuning issue. That's a giant ass gap between floor and ceiling that's fundamentally part of the design of the card issue. You get it? I know numbers are hard, like... That, you know, 6 to 50 is not a good range to have for a 7 provision card. Yeah? 2300 Andy. Okay. How do you fundamentally fix the design? How do you... If Simless had a -2 body, would it fix the issue of waylay spam? It's just a numbers problem, says Flavia. It's just a numbers problem. Yeah, let's just make this 13 provision. Then nobody will play Simless anymore. Sure. Let's make it 14. Yes, Sigvald is a numbers problem, right? That's why making him 8 provisions fixed it, right? Hey chat, let's look at a numbers problem. Not a design issue. If you think this is a design issue, you're 2300 Andy. Yeah, well, some people deserve to be